Tom Brady has updated us on his timeline.
Okay.
On his own podcast with Jim Gray. Let's go. And Brady's answer was succinct. He gave us quite the answer through Jim Gray, taking one on the chin for all of us in the NFL media wondering the answer to the question about his timeline. Here it is.
Tom, you're leaving everybody guessing. You've said you'll take your time. Do you have any type of a timetable as to what you might want to do regarding your football career?
Jim, if I knew what I was going to do, I'd have already done it. Okay? I'm taking it a day at a time.
I sense you're antagonized by the question.
You're scratching.
It's only the question
scratchy.
that everybody wants to hear.
You're scratchy. Scratchy. I appreciate your asking. Thank you.
Is it over?
My God.
Can I come up from...
Surely he knew.
I'm sorry, I was hiding under the desk throughout that whole
that was coming, though,
situation. All righty. Two things. Don't think he really appreciated the question. I'm picking something up.
Not a sincere, I appreciate the question.
I don't know. I appreciate the question, though.
Yeah.
Boy. Since when did Tom Brady turn into Chad Curtis?
He didn't know that was coming?
Right?
By the way, I just gave you an old school Jim Gray reference.
Chad Curtis?
Yeah.
P. Rose?
Yeah. What happened? And secondly, this leads it. We're dusting this off.
Jeez.
We did this all last offseason.
Somebody nailed it.
When Brady retired and then came back, that would be you, Chris Brockman.
Nailed it.
So we're bringing it back here on this edition of the Rich Eisen Show in between divisional and championship weekend. Hit it.
I plead the fifth.
It's time for a TB12 heat check.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's pretty damn hot.
Love it. He's hot.
Whoa, he worked blue and everything? I don't know what to make of it. Other than the fact that he did not like the way it went down last year. And it's his own show. It's his own pod. Jim Gray's his own guy.
12 out of 12. Tom's coming back, no doubt.
And I guess if I knew what I was going to effing do, I'd have effing done it already. Unless the team that he has got his eye on isn't ready to receive him yet.
And they don't have a coach yet.
Either they don't have a coach yet, or they haven't cleared their quarterback spot yet, or they just got finished with their season. You know, they just got finished with their season.
Like on Sunday night.
Like on Sunday night, everybody's talking about, or they haven't been done with their season yet. I mean, all options are on the table for anybody. If Tom Brady is making it aware to anyone that I'm available. And I guess he hasn't figured out if he's available yet. Because he hasn't effing figured it out. Got a lot of ish going on.
I love it. I love this side of Tom.
I do love this side of Tom Brady, too.
It's great.
Poor Jim Gray. You had to know he's going to ask the question on his own pod.
Hold on, Rich. Not poor Jim Gray.
No, come on. Jim had to know that. I mean, Tom had to know it was coming. So my 2 cents is, again, my sense is that he hasn't figured out what he wants to do yet, and maybe the question is he not figured out what he wants to do yet because he truly doesn't know if he wants to play football yet, or he doesn't know all the options yet. And that will inform whether he wants to continue to play football. I honestly think so. And last year, in the void, came somebody chitter-chattering that put him in a position. And he does not want to be put in a position anymore. So there's that. When's the next Let's Go podcast? Or is this the end?
I think they come out every Monday.
even during the season in which he's not playing?
I don't know. I mean, the season's not over.
I'm aware of that, sir. That's why I said we got two guests coming on, Fred Warner and Juju Smith-Schuster. Their seasons are not over yet, and they could be seeing each other in the Super Bowl as a rematch of the last time Fred Warner made it. You know? So, let's get into it here. The best spot for him to go where he can win it all and stay put in the East Coast and maybe even the state where he is Miami. That's it. That's the spot. It checks all the boxes. He doesn't have to move very far. He's staying on the East Coast. They got weapons for him. They've got a defense for him. And he has, I'm assuming, a head coach he can relate to. Since he's older, literally older than him. I think that might be the first time he's had a coach younger than him, maybe in his entire life. He can go to Miami. He can set things up the way he wants. And then the other one where it's just totally, completely insane off the board because I don't know how they're going to do it are the two teams that just played each other on Sunday. TJ, I know you keep saying over and over and over again, I'll give you the floor if you want it. Do you want Tom Brady to quarterback the Dallas Cowboys in 2023 and figure out what to do with Dak another day? That you just know that Dak is going to be gone and that you will not have Dak anymore because he's not sitting there at $40 million a year as a backup quarterback, and he's also not going to lose his job and just sit there and go, oh, I'm cool with that at age 30. He's not going to do it. So the answer is yes or no. Do you want Tom Brady knowing that Dak's no longer going to be there and that when Brady's done, you will then have to start from scratch at the quarterback position? You have the floor.
You threw a lot at me there, but to make a long story short, yes.
You do.
Why would, I'm not going to, who's going to say no to Tom Brady?
I mean, there are a handful of teams that would say no.
I mean, we have a certain team that have MFs that I guess didn't want Tom Brady. But I mean, if you get a chance to get Tom Brady on your team, I don't know, man. Mind you, I'm not pushing punching numbers in the calculator.
I'll
Rich.
tell you right now, as a New York Jet fan, I'd have to think twice about it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if the team's ready. I know that they were playoff ready, and if they had a quarterback, they could have actually won a playoff game and gotten in it, but I don't think they would have beaten the Bengals. I don't think they would have done any of that stuff.
I get that.
And I don't know how long he's not going to be there for more than a year or two.
But you've constantly said the Cowboys were ready. And
yes.
They were close.
Oh, yeah.
So if the defense is ready they put on a Super Bowl winning defense, and
correct.
As we said earlier yesterday, that the only thing that there was something missing on the offensive side, well, I mean, but is it going to happen? No, obviously he's not coming to Dallas. But would I want it? I love Dak, yes.
And then as a Jet fan, I'd sit around and I'd think, well, they do have Garrett Wilson, and they do have Breece Hall coming back, and they do have those studs on defense. And why wouldn't I want Tom Brady at age 46, 47 being a Jet going in there? I just don't think he'd do that. It's not his best option. Dallas would be.
I mean, I said that like a month ago, and you guys laughed like I was joking, but I wasn't.
Because I didn't see how your season was going to finish yet.
I knew, Rich. I knew how the season was
most of America, it seems.
You know, I've seen this movie before, bro. All right, it's like Groundhog's Day. It repeats over and over and over again. That's why I hold up that sign every regular season win, Rich, because I got to get my fun in. Because I know come the postseason, I ain't going to get to hold the sign up anymore. 30-plus years have taught me that. So, yeah, I get excited when we win a regular season game because that's as good as it's going to get.
You take Tom back? What if he just says, let's just run it back?
Nah.
I don't think he'd do that either.
I don't think he would do that.
You guys aren't close.
And I know that people mention Tennessee a lot as well. And I know Tennessee fans are all pissed at me right now because I, overlooked that Ryan Tannehill came back from a high ankle sprain earlier this year. And I'm praising Mahomes for coming back from his and saying that's the only time I've ever seen that in person is what I was referring to Big Ben before. Tannehill's tough. But would Tom go to Tennessee? I know there's Derrick Henry, and I know he loves Vrabel, I'd imagine. I mean, that's a win, and they've got a new offensive coordinator. Would he handpick his own OC and go to Tennessee?
Not that great offensive weapon.
That's what I'm saying.
Not exactly Mike Evans.
Nothing like Miami, or nothing like what he has in Tampa either.
Right.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.